Hi, we're the Airflow Failure Insights team from CS5150 at Cornell. I'm going to walk you through the feature we built this semester and added directly into Apache Airflow. So the problem we set out to solve is that when a DAG run fails in Airflow, every engineer debugs it alone. You basically read a raw stack trace, you read the logs, you search the internet, you find like Slack threads from months ago, and the next time that same error happens, your teammate also starts from scratch all over again. So we built a system that lets team annotate errors directly in the log view and then automatically resurface that knowledge the next time anyone hits the same error across any DAG run and any user account. So let me show you a demo of how this works. So I'm right now logged in as Shruti, and I'm going to run this data pipeline DAG. I'm going to trigger it, and we already know that it is going to fail. So let's see this run, and the run failed. So we can look at this latest run and see exactly why it failed. So we can go to this task, validate config. And as you can see in the log, there's an error on line 6. And what you can notice is there is a fix badge right next to the front of the line. And that's our feature indicating that a teammate has already documented a fix to this error. So when the log page loads, our system fetches all stored error notes in a single API request and then run each note's regex pattern against every log line client side. So this exact line matches stored signature. So this badge appeared automatically with no configuration required. So if you click this, it says view error note. And this opens what we call the knowledge modal or the error note modal. And at the top, you can see the matched error line. This is basically the canonical form of the error signature. And then our backend basically like stripped the timestamp and made it so that this could match with any future occurrence of this type of error. So below this, you could see Katie left a note on April 27th, and it gives a resolution of how to fix this error. So go to admin variables and add uh, the variable snowflake account to the environment. Um, So you also have the option to link documentation for how to fix this error. So we can close this out. Next, I'm going to go through how to actually add an error note. So let's say you just ran a DAG and ran into an error, a failure for the DAG, and you know how to debug it and you want to share that knowledge with your team. So I've moved into the transform data task, and you can see line 6 has an error. This is a different error than the error in validate config. And so to document this for my team, as it says here, you could highlight any log line with your mouse to add an error note. So let me add it. Let me get the timestamp as well, just to for demonstration's sake. And then when you highlight, this little icon pops up with an edit button to add an error note. So it shows you the text you've highlighted, and you can add any note about how to fix the error. So let's say, here's how to fix it. And then I could add any documentation as well, or any reference link. So saving that note, the page will refresh. And now this line has a little view error note icon. And let me demonstrate how this might look to someone else now. So if I click it, you could see this is my error note. Since I'm the author, I have the ability to edit or delete the note. It is cross-reference that the author is me, Shruti. So it gives me these two options to edit. So I could do here's how to fix it version 2, for example. And now this new version is saved into the database. You could also delete your note as well. I won't delete it for the sake, but and it gives you a confirmation message to delete. So let's say I log out as Shruti now, and I sign in as Katie. I'm going to go to the exact same DAG data pipeline. I can trigger it on my own, and it should fail as before. Yep. So the DAG had, this is the most recent run on my end. I can go to the transform data task. And so the DAG has failed again with the same error, completely different timestamp though, which it still recognized and matched it with Shruti's error note. So completely different run than Shruti's. And now if you click this line, you see that Shruti added the error note. You see that she added it today on May 13th and shows how to fix it. Obviously, I don't have the edit and delete option because I didn't author the note. And so both of these errors, two different notes, different authors, on the same run, you could see this was the note we showed before from Katie, and now that I'm Katie, I have edit and delete access. So this is the core value. An engineer debugs once, and everyone on the team benefits forever. You could see your notes and everyone else's notes, and it matches real time every time you run a DAG. So a new feature that we added in our final sprint was a centralized error notes admins page, which is accessible both from an error note modal in view all error notes and also in the admin menu in the navigation bar. So you could see error notes as a drop down. So opening this basically shows all of your team's error notes, when they were added, who the author was, the matched error log line, and the note as well as links and the opportunity to view the entire note. So something super useful for this is you could look at your notes only. You could see what notes you've added that may be stale at this point. Maybe you added a note 8 months ago that isn't relevant. Um, the fix has been changed. Maybe the fix has been updated. There's a new way to do it. So you can directly delete and edit your own notes through here. And also you can look at if there are any stale notes from other members of your team. So as you can see, you can click delete. Let's say I don't think my note is relevant anymore. Clicking delete twice means that the error is soft deleted from the database and it will no longer appear on a matching log line. So to summarize what we built and integrated directly into Airflow, we basically wanted to reduce the time engineers spend debugging recurring errors. We wanted to make organizational knowledge persistent. And we basically created a text canonicalization engine that normalizes long lines into stable error signatures, and then created a client-side regex matching system that annotates log lines automatically. Then also the centralized admin page for managing your team's knowledge base. So thank you for watching. The links to our repo, documentation, and handover package are in our final delivery.